And so, one final question: who introduced tennis to you, and do you want to tell them thank you?
Man, there's a lot of people who helped me on this journey. I mean, first and foremost, my pops. Pops. He's been there with me. For practically since I was 8 years old on this journey. Picking me up, taking me to practice clinics. Buying me rackets, doing all the stuff that he's done, and never asked for anything in return. His whole thing was, hey, try to take this as far as you can. So, I mean, to be honest with the viewers, without him, I'm nothing. And
Yeah,
and that's being real. I mean, and by the way, Pops did, he did want me to pass a message along to you, because he said he wished he would have like known you around when you were 8 or 9, because he said that you would be a phenomenal tennis player.
yeah. It's funny you say that because one of the coaches, his name is DJ back in Northwestern, back in Flint. He tried to get me to play tennis, but back in Flint, it was either you play basketball or football. And like now that I look back on it, I'm like, shoot, I should have did like the tennis, I should have did baseball, I should have did all the other sports. But you got teased if you played other sports back then, so that's why I never jumped into it. And to those that don't know, I've met Pops before, so we basically Larry had a family gathering a couple years ago, and we met. I met Pops and a lot of his family members, and they took me in and they accept me as family as well. So, shout out to them. Love those guys. But and Pops always gives me a hard time on social media every now and then. He wants to be part of my jokes one day. So I was like, yeah, I gotta get some more material first, OG.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's jokes for days though. But like, without him, this life that I have, man, I mean, I mean, it wouldn't be possible. I mean, I gotta think all of like, the coaches that helped me get through, my first ever coach, Curtis Carter. I gotta thank him. I gotta thank, my big brother Sam for coaching me and helping me become much more of a leader. Um, all of the bosses that I've had along the way that help grow and mold me. Um, on the college side, um, one of my good friends, Justin Stuckey, who is the head coach at Drake. He was the one that got me my foot in the door to college tennis. Um, you know, um, uh, John Moreland, the associate head coach at Navy, men's coach at Navy. He's been instrumental, in my life. Um, and then the coaches that I worked for and worked under, and then my big break happened at Virginia Tech, and I would not have gotten that job if the current coach at Florida, men's coach at Florida, um, 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 Adam Steinberg, if he didn't like tell me, hey, if you want to be a Division I coach, this is the steps that you need to do, and I listened to him, and I did it. A month or two later, I became an assistant at Virginia Tech. Then had gone on to Norfolk State. Done some amazing things at Norfolk. Year one. You know, um, Coach of the year for both men's and women's teams, and came both to winning both conference championships for both of those programs in my first year as well. And then I pivoted out of there. Became the director of junior tennis at Towpath Tennis Center in Ohio. Learned a lot there. Then I moved to Springfield, Missouri. Became a head pro at the Cooper Tennis Complex, which led me to be here at the national campus, the home of American tennis. So
That's
that's
what I'm
my
talking
journey.
about right there,
That's my
man.
journey in a nutshell.